Breaking news, my people. You will not even guess what just happened. Aisha Buhari, someone that we all thought is always against her husband and is the better one. Guess what? She is not. A few days ago on Newsroom Nigeria, on here, we reported that the First Lady sustained some injury, at home, and she was rushed to the emergency room. The name of the hospital undisclosed. The cause of the injury we did not know. But guess what? Now we know the cause of that injury, the cause of that accident. It happens to be that Aisha Buhari, the First Lady of Nigeria, you know, got somebody arrested, or let's just say kidnapped, because the 23-year-old boy called her fat, an Hausa boy for that matter, and in the process of disciplining or torturing this boy, she injured herself. They will say that Ọlọ́run ayé àtijọ́ ló ń pẹ́ múyàn. Today God na you go do your judgment, meaning that it is, those days that they will say that. How do I even interpret it? My Yoruba subscribers, please translate to those that do not understand, because I don't even know how to say that in English. But anyway, like the God of today, na helicopter they use Sha in short. So Aisha Buhari got her judgment instantly when she was even trying to discipline someone that, called her fat, all because she thinks that she is in power, she has that power. Is she going to go around torturing everybody that, insult her just because she's the First Lady? Anyway, I still have more gist on that for you guys. But before we go into the details of the news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please do well to subscribe. Turn on the post notification bell so that you'll be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Give this video a massive thumbs up as well. Leave your comments in the comment section. I shall be responding to all of them. Without further ado, let's delve into the details of today's news. First Lady of Nigeria, Mrs. Aisha Buhari, has deactivated her Twitter account amid outrage over the arrest of Aminu Adamu, a student of a federal university, Delso, Jigawa State, who was reportedly taken from his campus on November 8th. His whereabouts was unknown for days, which led to public outcry. It was later gathered that some security operatives had whisked him away from the campus. It will be recalled that Adamu, a 23-year-old, is being detained without trial for his Twitter post on the president's wife. He had made a post on Twitter sometime in June 2022 concerning the First Lady with a caption which reads, Su Mama Anchi Kudin Tokawa Akoshi, loosely translated as the mother has gotten fatter by eating masses' money. It was gathered that the undergraduate made the comment 4 months into the 8-month strike by the Academic Staff Union of Universities, ASU. Following the development, Nigerians continue to drag Mrs. Buhari, the police, and the Department of State Services, DSS, over Adamu's fate. Their anger grew after the revelation that our aide-de-camp, Usman Shugaba, allegedly coordinated the arrest and torture of the youth. Daily Nigerian had earlier reported that the First Lady allegedly supervised the beating of Adamu and Zainab Kasim, a former social media aide. Meanwhile, the injury the First Lady suffered when she allegedly attempted to throw a stick at either of the duo has worsened. She was taken to the Sita Christ Hospital last week for medical attention after her leg and hand were fractured after a slip. As of now, the whereabouts of Aminu and Zainab remain unknown as citizens demand information on their well-being. Some have threatened legal action. It was gathered that Mrs. Buhari sustained an injury while trying to join in the discipline of Adamu, who was arrested over a Twitter post. This was confirmed by the publisher of Daily Nigerian, Jaffa, who noted that Mrs. Buhari, while attempting to throw a stick at the student, slipped and fractured her leg. Recall that it was reported that the First Lady was rushed to an Abuja hospital after suffering a leg fracture. Meanwhile, while giving an update, Jaffa said, "From my findings, it was not SSS but plain-clothed policemen who arrested and tortured a final year student, Aminu, and another lady named Zainab Kashim, a former social media aide to the First Lady. The operation was engineered and executed by Aisha Buhari's ADC, Usman Shugaba." He said, "It may sound like a fairy tale, but the following is actually what transpired. The duo were beaten to a pulp in the presence of Mrs. Buhari by 3 security aides, while Aminu and Mrs. Kashim were being beaten. The First Lady the First Lady felt that they were not beating them well, so she joined them. As she attempted to throw a stick, she slipped and fractured her leg. It was the injuries she suffered during the assault that took her to Cedar Crest Hospital for treatment, while Mrs. Kashim was released on the condition that she would not speak to the press. The final year student may face trumped up charges of defamation. It is sad for democracy." This is really serious. Like, I could never have thought that this kind of thing will happen in this modern age, like when we have democracy, when we have freedom of speech, all because someone called you fat. You decided to, torture the person, and, hey, God. And to add is insult to the injury, she got injured herself in the process of, torturing and discipline a 23-year-old who called her fat. Is she going to go around and, arresting everybody that insult her? Maybe probably insult her husband as well. This is a serious case. So let me know what you all think in the comment section. Subscribe if you haven't. I'll see you in my next video, guys. Bye for now.